Hello everyone, I'm Timoteo.
And I'm George.
And we are Vintage Doll Hunters. On this channel, we will be discussing and reviewing what we found on our latest vintage doll hunt, sharing with you our opinions and our knowledge.
We provide you, the audience, quality information based on our 7 years of collecting experience, either from the homes of others or from our own collection.
So join us as we reveal what we found today.
Let's get started.
All right, so we went to Avondale, Arizona on a hunt through a local ad that we discovered where this person had displayed these pictures of different just random dolls throughout her garage. It was her great-grandmother's collection so we were so excited to go check it out. So we, got ready, took off, and went on our hunt. And when we were revealed, the garage door opening, I mean, it seriously was filled with doll legs, dolls in boxes. There were clothing scattered throughout, right, George?
Yes,
throughout the
area. It was a lot. Yeah.
It was very overwhelming with stuff, and she basically was like, go for it, go in there and hit it. So, me and George started, getting in there, digging in. We should have brought some gloves, but unfortunately, we didn't. So this is what we found out of the mix. We couldn't buy everything or take everything, so we wanted to show you just these little different highlights of what we found that we thought were cool to share with you guys. So first is the Mattel, Saucy Expressions doll. And she's a funny little doll because she's like a little baby doll. She has these beautiful blue eyes. She's not wearing her original dress. Her original dress is actually this little pink overdress skirt, and it was really cute little pink hearts, I believe, on it. But what she did was kind of fun, and what's weird about this doll is how much mechanics are involved in this doll. Even though it seems to be just doing really just these fun little expressions, this doll's mechanics inside to do what she does is another one of Mattel's, great inventions. So let's just go ahead and show you what she does. So she is also, her face moves, does kind of not really do exactly what the box, but she kind of does her own thing. So you have to lift her arm up, and then you have to kind of pull it down, and she moves her little expression faces to different, now, so she's shy, look at her, she's shy. But she opens her mouth, she has her eyes move up and down, look at her, she gets a little angry, and she does this little funny smile. But she's a weird little doll where she moves these little expression faces. We'll probably show you just a little bit more that she does with some more of those snapshots that we show you guys.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if their lights are too bright or anything.
But most part, she moves a lot of her expressions through moving her little arm up and down. Is it moving, George? Up and down.
No, something's going on. She's not moving. We're gonna insert a video. Let's get into it. Is there anything else you want to say about the doll?
Oh, look at that!
Oh my God!
Oh, there goes.
She's possessed. She moved when you turned her around.
See, when she turned around, and you never know. And you never know.
Okay,
so be nice to your dolls. Okay, so the next one I thought was a cool little find were these fun little sad-eye Suzy dolls that they that I found. This one was a neat one that we pulled out. This one we had found from a later hunt that George had discovered in Tucson.
Yeah.
But it was funny that we found like her little twin sister. And she's a funny little doll because she's, I think, portrayed after those sad-eye painting dolls. Or not dolls, kids from the 60s and from the 70s. Those big-eyed puppy dogs. Do you remember those paintings?
No.
She's too young.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyways,
70s.
it is 60s, 70s, sorry. But I wasn't born either, but I know about it. So that's what these little dolls are. They're little sad-eye Suzy dolls. They're unmarked dolls are just made from Hong Kong, and they're a good collector doll as well. They could go really high on eBay for something like that. It's a cool little find, but she doesn't have her original outfit. This one actually does.
This one's a keeper. This is for like I said, a Tucson find. So that one, I thought it was peculiar. So that's why they're fun dolls to collect.
And this was another fun little doll, and it all has to do with the faces. I like their little different faces, especially, this one has all the different faces and those big eyes. But this one was a nice little, you can always tell the vintage 60s '70s dolls because of just the different makeup they wear and the different styles of eyes that they portray from these eras. And this one is called the what was it? The Sophisticates. The Sophisticates. The Unita Sophisticates. And they were like, I guess, a little too sophisticated, so they didn't open their eyes for you. They just kind of bat their eyes. It was better than you. But no, they were kind of little like sleepy-eyed dolls, and they all had the same little closed eyes expressions. There were puppies, and there were other little animals they did in the same kind of thing, but this was the little doll that they created from the beginning. That's a Unita doll, and I thought that was a cute little doll to discover in the mix. And, you know, that was put together because a lot of these dolls that we had saw were mixed up in very different, you know, well taken care of to, you know, not legs all over the place, to different things. And then there's this cute little doll that I found, and her name is, she's Barbarous Fashions, and she's Playmates Toys doll. And she's a 6.5 little inch style doll. I mean, her clothes is so little. I mean, the button's almost bigger than the whole outfit itself. But she came with this little dog, and she came with different style clothing. You really couldn't bend her. She's just like this little kind of little hard plastic little doll, little soft hard plastic doll. But she was like one of those little new fashion dolls that were.
She almost looks like a Dawn doll.
Yeah, it almost looks like those Dawn dolls.
But not a Dawn doll, because Dawn doll was different.
Yeah, they bend and they had fashions galore. This one, I didn't think they made too many of those. And it's Playmates Toys, and not to be this, you know, mistaken for the Playmate dolls.
My side's getting crowded.
Oh, your side's getting crowded. Sorry about that.
So more to show.
And then another fun little doll was this thumb thing. It was called, and she had three little different things. Yeah, it was funny because she would be Thamart, which would be smart, I guess, but it would be Thamart, and then the other one would be Thamilly, like silly, and the other one would be the Sleepy, which was like she had a little sleepy express. Everything had a TH in front of it because it was a thumb thing. So she had three little facial expressions, and she was just this little cute little doll made from Unita as well. She didn't bend or anything. She just kind of had that new thing about changing her face from side to side. And the last thing that I have to show that I thought was a cute little doll was this little Hawaiian doll, I believe is a Hawaiian doll. These were more like souvenir Hawaiian dolls back in the 60s and well. And they were like these little dark, little tan skin dolls because everything has a nice tan because of that beautiful sun and all that lovely beach area. But she, I think, has different clothes, and I'm not sure whose clothes she has on, but whoever, the lady who owned these put clothes and dressed these dolls. I mean, she played with her dolls, you could tell. But this one would have probably a little skirt or something on her, little bathing suit, and she's a little cute, you know, you can tell once again by her little facial expression. Her little eyes are just that fun little 60s, you know, little squint with that little eye flash. It was always so pretty to show. But yeah, that was one of my findings for what I found. And I think that was it. Yeah, that's everything I found.
No,
so
there's more. There's more we found.
Oh, sorry, we found.
Yeah. So basically, sorry. Well, the first doll I want to show you is one that I was so excited for. It's a walking Raggedy Ann doll. It's not that it walks mechanically. The reason why it's called walking is because you can pose it. The whole idea with these dolls being that they have joints and all that from 1975 is that it didn't come naked, by the way. It came with clothes. But I found this one because I thought for a second it was an oak doll, like somebody took a Raggedy Ann head and stuck it on an action figure doll. But the more I examined it, I'm like, no, this belongs to it. I said, it's from the 70s, it's action figure. That's when like those action figure sort of toys started, I don't know, in my mind, becoming popular. I don't know. I just thought.
Joe's.
But not only did I find one, but I found two. So I have two actually.
Twinsies.
Really cool. I'm hoping later we do like another episode, maybe hint at Raggedy Ann, and then hopefully by then I'll have some clothes made for them. So I just wanted to show these are really cool. They came boxed, of course, in an open face box. They had this really colorful packaging. They're not that big as you can tell. What is it, like probably 7, 6, 5 inches? I don't know, somewhere around there. Really cool. They're all posable. I was trying to be careful with them because one of their legs are loose already, so I'm not trying to pose them too much.
And you know what's really, you know, like sophisticated about these dolls, even though this is just like a little fun Raggedy Ann doll, it is so sophisticated with all the joint movement, the wrist. I mean, there is so much that this doll can do that people today, and like George said, he thought someone put this together and maybe pulled it from another doll, but seriously, today people are pulling off doll heads and putting them on, like, what are they coming from, Japan and Korea and China, all those different body types. You can make your own dolls, and this is like the biggest feature of today, of all these movements that these dolls can do. And I think that's really, what do you call that when it's ahead of its time?
Innovative.
Innovative at this moment, what they did with this doll. That's really cool.
Yeah, so that's these two here. Right there. She wants to go to sleep. She's tired. And then these next two I'm gonna show you. I don't think they're like brand. I think they're kind of like just like third party kind of toy that came out, but I'm pretty sure they're from the 70s, just being that they're made in Hong Kong. Here's the first one. It looks like some kind of like baby doll, something that hints at it for me being vintage, of course, and from that 70s era, just like this Raggedy Ann walking doll. Is because of, first of all, it's button clothing, material they use, the patterns, the style, the bubble cut, the way they painted the face on the dolls, very similar to the way they paint the style-wise on these Raggedy Ann dolls. So, don't know her name, she's freaking adorable. She's gonna be an accessory to my living room, so there we go. That's that. And then my very last doll is probably my favorite one that I got out of the whole bunch. Again, very similar story to the last one I just showed you, but it's a clown. Hong Kong. This clown is so cute.
I love clowns.
Same kind of idea where I tell you it has a snap outfit. All of it is made in Hong Kong. We all know that Hong Kong, the manufacturer when people had stuff made in Hong Kong was really big in the 70s. I learned that from Barbie and Mattel.
Is he a squeegee toy?
No, don't squeeze them. Yeah, don't squeeze them. He has hard plastic right here. This soft plastic, but I want to keep him forever, as long as I can. But yeah, it's a cute little outfit. It's a cute little clown. And then that was kind of all the stuff. The rest of the stuff we had to show you. I think I'm clear with my stuff. You good?
I guess that wraps up this video.
All right.
Too many casualties here. Maybe we'll show close-ups of this.
Yeah, guys. So yeah, thank you again for joining us. Remember, if you have dolls up in your attic, down in your basement, or in your closet, be sure to contact us and let us know if you'd want us to feature them in our next potential video. We love working with other vintage doll hunters and people who admire dolls. We are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, all that fun stuff. Check the description below for our contact information. Thank you for subscribing and liking. We're so excited, and we can't wait to see you at the doll show coming up this July. Bye, you guys.
See you later. Thank you.